Did you know the Justice Department sued Maryland over sanctuary policies?
Today's major immigration enforcement story. The Trump Justice Department sued the state of Maryland, alleging that its sanctuary style policies interfere with the federal government's immigration crackdown. Reuters reported that DOJ filed the lawsuit Thursday, arguing Maryland's rules obstruct federal immigration enforcement and deportation efforts. This lawsuit is part of a much larger Trump administration campaign against states and cities that limit cooperation with federal immigration authorities. Sanctuary policies vary by jurisdiction, but they generally restrict when state or local officials share information with ICE or hold people for federal immigration pickup. The Trump administration says those policies undermine federal law, block deportations, and threaten public safety. Reuters reported that DOJ argues Maryland's policies prevent local law enforcement from sharing information with ICE and interfere with federal immigration priorities. In plain language, Trump is telling Maryland, your state rules cannot get in the way of federal deportation power. Supporters of the lawsuit will say immigration enforcement is a federal responsibility, and that states should not be able to block cooperation when people are subject to deportation. Critics will argue that sanctuary policies build trust between immigrant communities and local police, allowing people to report crimes without fear that any contact with law enforcement could lead to deportation. This is why the case matters beyond Maryland. If Trump wins, the administration could use the ruling to pressure other states. If Maryland wins, sanctuary jurisdictions may gain stronger legal ground. The bigger issue is federalism. Where does federal immigration power end and state public safety discretion begin? The lawsuit also lands during an intense period of immigration conflict. Mexico is now seeking criminal complaints over deaths of Mexican nationals in ICE custody or enforcement operations. And Trump's enforcement surge has drawn scrutiny from human rights groups. That means the Maryland case is not isolated. It is part of a fast-expanding legal and diplomatic battle over the scale, tactics, and limits of Trump's deportation agenda. What to watch next? 1. Whether Maryland countersues or seeks dismissal. 2. Whether other sanctuary states intervene or file friend of the court briefs. 3. Whether DOJ sues additional states or cities. 4. Whether courts treat the case as immigration enforcement or state autonomy. 5. Whether Trump uses the lawsuit as a midterm campaign message. Bottom line, Trump's lawsuit against Maryland is not just a legal filing. It is a direct challenge to sanctuary policy, state authority, and the future of immigration enforcement in America.